Hey everybody, Radovan here. Thanks for tuning in to Starbound, a vanilla Let's Play tutorial series. So last episode, I got a bunch of the sort of crafting tables set up, and I want to get one more crafting table set up real quick before I continue my quest line. So this last crafting table will be really quick to set up just because it requires me to chop down some trees. That's no problem at all. As far as comments for feedback I received, the one I received the most of that I feel bad that I'm not able to do anything about is about UI scale. I looked into a bunch of mods that do UI scaling, and every single one was bugged to the point where it was unusable. So I apologize. If the UI is hard to read, I did look into it. I tried to improve my UI. I installed multiple different mods that allow me to do it, and every single one either didn't actually increase my UI scale or broke something about the game. Like one of them made it impossible to access my collections and mana manipulator, which was kind of an odd side effect, but I digress. So the last crafting table that we don't yet have is the spinning wheel. So let's get one of those spinning wheels up. Timber, rope, cobblestone. And this allows us to make fabrics. So I'm going to create a little bit more of a platform so we can place it down up top. And here, as you can see, we can make cotton wool out of cotton fibers. And the teddy bear requires cotton wool and cotton fabric. We have plenty of plant fibers, and it's easy to find plant fibers for the cotton fabric. So what we need to do is we need to focus on the wool, which is cotton fiber. All right. So that is going to be on our short list of things to look out for. Before I go to town, I'm going to drop off some of the codexes I got. I like to collect books, I guess. I'm probably not going to make an honest effort in collecting every single one, but at least sort of the story ones we'll grab. All right, so let's head on down to town to the outpost. And I highly suggest the next thing you do is to work on tech. Technologies help you to navigate territory, navigate terrain much more efficiently. And this first one I'm doing by turning over 10 copper bars over to Elliot, and then I have to run through a obstacle course in order to unlock the technology. So the obstacle course requires you to use the technology that you've unlocked or that you're demoing to succeed. So this one is dash tech. If you double tap A or D, you dash in that direction, regardless of the way you're facing, right? I can dash backwards too. And you'll have to dash to get through the obstacle course. Now, if you fail to do it like this, you're not stuck. You can just go around. So there's no way to really be stuck. But yeah, let's get through this obstacle course here. And then these here are slowing fields, as you can see. I'm just purposely walked into one to demo it. To be able to get through this obstacle field, of course, you're definitely going to need to not get frozen. Same with this next one. And then we're done. And we'll permanently have dash unlocked once we return back to Elliot. Not only does that unlock dash, but it unlocks the ability to buy other technologies. So now, next he'll want 10 silver bars, but here, if we go look at this tech booth here, body tech, now that we have dash unlocked, that's what's equipped, but you can have only one equipped at a time, but up to 4 others. So there's dash, there's sprint, which is a sustained dash, but it costs you energy. A blink dash, which blinks you out of existence, and it lets you kind of micro warp. And then an air dash, which is a dash you can use in midair. Doing the other bar techs, returning bars for technology, allows us to get the head tech and leg tech, which I, again, highly advise. I'm checking... Okay, so it's outdoor camping stuff and gothic stuff today. There's also peacekeeping. This is one of the more recent features, of course this is an older game, but one of the more recent features that they added to the game. It's not one that I'm going to particularly go deep into because, well, I'll be perfectly blunt, I don't find it all that compelling. But I'll do a little bit of peacekeeping here and there. So if you ever need stuff like fabrics here, as you can see, some of them, like the woven fabrics, are being sold at Infinity Express. But not everything that you need, because the game does want you to do a lot of the resource collection yourself and not just shortcut it. So I'm going to beat them up out of here, and the technology is going to be what I'm working on next, but I'm going to double this up. So let's see how doubled up we can do it. We have 10 silver bars, which we can mine up kind of anywhere. We have Lost Teddy, which means we need to collect cotton, and then we have find clues to locate a Florin artifact, which is something we can find on forested worlds. So if we take a look at the world we're currently at, this here is lush, but not forest. So if we want to find a forested world, it's going to be one of these green ones out here. So let me go to this orbital body. Now this does increase the difficulty for the game. The lush worlds are the easiest to survive at, and the forested worlds are a little bit more difficult. So the enemies are going to be hitting me a little bit harder, and I'm going to need to hit them a lot more often in order to, you know, with many more hits in order to kill them. So I just want you to note that it is ramped up difficulty. All right. So right now we are in the system of this planet, but we actually want to land on it. Now, this does offer us a new resource called tungsten, and tungsten, as you can see here, is what we're going to need to make the next tier of armor. Or actually, these are iron, but I believe the weapons... Oh, yeah. The bandit stuff is better than the deputy stuff, and it's with tungsten. So we are going to need to start collecting tungsten to make the best armor and, and weapons that we have available to us. So... beaming down to this world, I am looking for cotton. I'm looking for Florin, a Florin village, and rare ores. And unfortunately for me, you are not Florin. Now, a little reminder as well, if you take a look at the left here, the Florin statue, the wooden one that has the spear, we're also looking to pick up one of those. But it's also possible that we'll find other things of interest here as well. Like, I just got a matter manipulator module from exploring this little town. Let's take a look. That is our 8th module, so I'm going to unlock power generator level 1, which means that we'll mine faster. As you can see, this enemy here took a lot more hits from my sword because he's, well, stronger. We are on a more difficult world. Also, make sure to scan as much as you can, because everything that you scan you'll be able to replicate later on. Knowing what I'm already set to build, which is a Novakid Wild West themed town. Obviously, none of that stuff really interests me. It's not Wild West styled, but still, scanning it could prove beneficial. Okay, so we're going to travel over the surface initially to try to find a Florin village of sorts, or cotton. Both would make me happy. Ooh, some chocolate and some sugar. More chocolate and more sugar. I'm also holding left alt pretty much everywhere I go to highlight anything that might be slightly subterranean, like chests and the like. And also all the things that I can collect and interact with. Now, as you can see, our weapons are woefully outmatched now. If we want to be able to kill these things with more ease, we're going to have to find ourselves better weapons. So that's going to be on the fast list of things I look for as well. Oh, another thing is this here is healing water. So as long as we're in the water here, we are regenerating. It would be possible that if I had the menu manipulator upgrade for water liquid collection, we could collect this healing water. But I just wanted to note that it is here, and it exists. So, you know, if I was building a town or something, I could collect the healing water and use it, you know, in the construction of the town, which might make it easier to repel would-be invaders, because you'd be healing automatically. It'd be kind of nice. So this is not the right type of village, but I'm going to take some side quests here just to show you what the side quests look like. So the side quests some of them are only offered by your own colonists, ones that pay you rent, ones where they live in the colony that you've set up. But then there's also other side quests of just the people that live in certain towns. So this current one that I'm on has me locating some sort of ruin over here and dealing with bandits that set up shop. So I am going to steel myself for fighting bandits. Now there's all sorts of... Oh, there you are. There's all sorts of different types of benefits for doing missions like these. But given the goals of the series, I would say the most important is adding crew members. And that is a possibility. It is possible to add crew members through these types of missions. But as you can see, these guys are extraordinarily tough compared to what I'm used to fighting. Oops. So I gotta be very careful. There goes one. Now, sometimes when you're sent to go kill individuals, they might, in order to spare them, they might offer to join you. Which could be a way to add crew members, but that would add mostly bandit crew members and outlaw crew members. They're not necessarily going to be... there's different types of crew, like you can add... as far as crew members, you could add like tailors or, you know... Oh, yeah, I did hit you, didn't I? I deserve this. Alright, so it's saying kill the escaped convicts, and it's saying my arrows are all weird. I think there's one still up there that didn't come down after me, but my arrow towards the quest is all sorts of wrong. Yeah. I need to get her out of the water. That's what I need to do. Alright, is that all of them? Or is there still some more? Yep, there is still yet one more. Alright, come on. All the way out of the water. Now, if I had a better weapon, which I do not really, this would be a lot easier. It's just this broken broadsword, as I mentioned, is very, 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 very important for you to hold on to, because it comes in play later on in the game. But for now, it is a pretty underpowered hunk of junk. But I just haven't done enough cave splunking. Oh no, don't get in the water. I haven't done enough cave splunking to find something better yet. Out of the water. There we go. Alright, and that was the last of that quest. I'll probably not do too many of these side quests, because they have me deviating from my plan a bit more than I'd wish. But I just wanted to demo what a typical quest might look like. Some quests are going to have you cook food or plant plants, or, you know, there's a pretty wide variety. They're not all just go kill bandits by any means. And some of them are going to be really, really easy, like kill one monster, and some of them are going to be really difficult, like go find someone who's deep underground and missing, and we want you to recover them, or whatever. Big old variety. Alright, so there you are. And there's my reward. Now, while I'm in town, it's very advisable for you to, like, follow laws. So these guys won't really mind if I poke around their boxes and take some stuff, but or break pottery. But they don't want me digging. They don't want me removing built tiles. That would upset them, and it could get to the point where they attack me as a result. So there's some amount of looting that you're allowed to do, but it's not. So like this chest down here, I can't really get to it without making some enemies. It's possible that I might be able to dig when nobody's looking. But for the most part, it may... Oh, man, this is annoying. It may not be worth it to do that, is all I'm saying. Okay, this box up here might just have to be a mystery, because I am potatoing trying to get to it. So let's wander through their entire town. Now, just because there's one town doesn't mean there can't be a town of a different culture somewhere else. So this, of course, is, as you can see here, this is somewhere where I might be able to find a grain avian sarcophagus. So if I take a look at these sarcophaguses here, this is a human one, this is an avian one. So I'm going to grab this avian one, and see, as this guard here told me that stealing is not a victimless crime. If I did enough of that, if I stole enough stuff, they would have become upset and hostile with me. Taking one little sarcophagus won't piss them off, but if I dug a considerable hole to a treasure chest, that's a whole different matter. But like I said, they don't care about what's in the boxes. There's a certain tolerance for this kind of thing. And actually, just walking through town and sort of looting everything that's not nailed down, it might be a little time-consuming, but it is a pretty good way to make money. So here's another quest giver. I'll take a look at what they have, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to do it. Only if it really benefits me. So you need 4 iron ore. Well, I only have 1. So this is one of their worship towers. It goes all the way up. But let me go find the iron ore that he tasked me with. The easiest way to do that, of course, is to go underground. Ooh, that's going to be useful. I particularly like one-handers, especially quick attack rate one-handers. Whoa, okay. That wasn't so bad. And I'll show you once I have 2 of them. You can basically stun lock enemies. Alright, so we got a bunch new plant fibers. I'm going to crank out some salves with them to supplement the amount of healing I'm able to do. Because, again, this is a more dangerous planet. And if I'm not careful, I will get my butt kicked. Another thing I could go ahead and do is let's crank out some torches as well. I don't need too many because I make them in groups of 4. And we're really low on food, so go ahead and eat. Alright, torches. That way you'll be able to more easily see what I'm doing. Again, more close fights. I can see why they asked me to collect iron ore. I'm not finding a whole lot of it. Yeah. How'd you get in there? Well, either way, you're dead now. Yep, just a little copper here and there. I don't know how far down that goes. Well, not too bad. But it doesn't go anywhere. Oh, here's some tungsten. Now, as a very, very general rule of thumb, the deeper you go, the more danger you'll be in. It's not always true, but as you can see, there's a lot more down there that wants to kill me than a second ago. Doesn't mean it's harder to kill, it's just, you know, keep an eye out. Another useful thing is to continually hold left alt to make sure that if there's anything hidden, that you'll be able to find it. Alright, I got a little hurt there and wanted to just throw stuff at them. So holding left alt will show you hidden stuff that you otherwise might not be able to find. So when you're traveling around underground, definitely highlight objects as much as you can. Man, I am just allergic to finding iron. It's real bad. There's some silver, I think. No, that was tungsten. Oh, sometimes these chests have a fair amount of stuff. We have got a grenade launcher. Okay. Let's see how it stacks up against the other one I have. I like it a little bit better because it shoots a bit more. Alright, come on, iron. Where be you? And then, of course, if I want to know how to make this chest, boom, or just collect it outright, boom. Alright, I'm probably just not low enough for it. Also, I'm in no way obligated to do that quest. I can always abandon it, and it's not a problem. But considering I also want to collect silver and gold for other purposes, it doesn't hurt for me to do some mining now. Alright, let's light it up. All right. Beautiful plant fibers. And we got some tungsten. Pretty good node of copper. I don't have need of copper right now for anything, but we might need it later. Oh, interesting. So here is like a little mini challenge. This door will transport you to a challenge room that you may attempt to traverse. Yeah, sounds good. Let me, before I go in there, eat a little food. And let's start the little challenge. Okay. Oops, ouch. Did not mean to do that. And I'm getting lasered. Alright, let's wait to heal. Almost through. And at the end, there'll be some sort of reward. In this case, a rocket launcher and some ores. And a mana manipulator and a tech card. Great. For the effort, definitely worth the reward. This looks like silver. A little bit more silver down there. Okay, only coal, so let's go down. So we have tungsten and some structures. The structures are interesting because the structures might denote some chests that I could loot. Yep, there's the chest. Okay, in this instance it didn't have a wealth of anything, but sometimes it will actually have some pretty good stuff. You know, mana manipulators, tech cards, lots of ores. It all depends on the type of chest. So here's some more silver ore. We still, crazy enough, have not gotten any iron. But that's alright. Now that we're fairly underground, we should be able to find some a little bit more easily. But any opportunity to grab some tungsten for later is going to be useful. I'm going to go ahead and put my platforms on both bars. Let's drop some big illumination. This can help you find resources that you otherwise wouldn't have seen. Get some coal. And another box. More just some salves. But it's salves I don't have to make, so even if it is just salves, it's still helpful. Okay, whole lot more boxes down there. Pixels and mana manipulator modules and more pixels and some bombs. Might want to make some more ropes at this point. I'm kind of using a lot. Rude. Right in the middle of crafting. Oh, some more silver. At this point, I probably have the silver I need. I haven't counted it, but I've been collecting a whole bunch of it. Let's see. Because next, after this, we'll need gold. So we have enough gold and silver, I believe, to do the rest of it. Oh, but here's a pretty good source of silver. So every now and then, you'll happen upon these rich nodes here. I can scan them. And when you break them, boom, 10 silver instantly. Which is pretty big when you're desperate, especially if it's a rare resource. Alright, let's check out the rocket launcher, grenade launcher. What do I get? This rocket launcher? I'd say it's better. Oh, what's its alternative attack? It is a guided rocket. Oh, nice. Oh, and then there's another little challenge room back there. Of course, this costs energy. Alright, let's get to this challenge room. They could be pretty profitable to do. And as you can see, there's more structure boxes on the top left there. Alright, let's heal up and travel to the challenge. I might give up on trying to find the iron ore and just be happy with what I have so far. Now it looks to me like if I fall into the lava, I might need my rope to get out. And this will make me lighter and float. Now if I had my... Ow. If I had my head tech, I'd be able to go a different way. There's two routes here. Actually, I can't do this because I don't have the technology to do it. So let's team up and abandon this. There's no way through without additional technology. So instead, I am going to turn in the bars to gain the technology. Let me make some tungsten. These silver bars, gold bars, and copper. Alright, let's go over to the teleshop, the where we could turn in silver and gold bars for the quest. So this is the quest we're doing here. Speak to Elliot. Alright, and then here is another obstacle course using a different technology. So this is the pulse jump, where you double jump, which is a very, very useful technology to have, as you can see. And just like the last one, if you mess up, there's always a way out. You're never stuck. But we're done. And now I have Pulse Jump unlocked once I talk to him again, and then we'll do the last one. And the last one was the tech required to traverse that underground challenge that I didn't have the ability to do. Alright, I know I whizzed through that, but yep, he was just talking about the technologies and bringing them bars. So this tech is hitting F, turns you into a little ball that allows you to travel around spots that you otherwise wouldn't have access to. And that challenge area that I had required this technology that I didn't yet unlock. which is why I pulled the ripcord, abandoned it, and came to complete this this little quest. And done. So now I have the 3 basic technologies that you unlock. Just because they're the initial ones you unlock doesn't necessarily mean they're bad. Each technology does something a little different, and I'll share my opinion about them in just a second. So that one's done. The rewards we got, matter manipulator modules, and stuff like that. Whatever's in this reward bag, a 2-hander. Ooh, a big 2-hander. I like it. Alright, so going over the head techs, you have the distortion sphere, which is the very basic one. It just turns you into a sphere. The aquasphere allows you to float, traversing water very quickly. The spike sphere turns you into allows you to climb walls, and the sonic sphere allows you to sort of charge it up and dash like your Sonic the Hedgehog. Blink dash allows you to dash in air. I think I went over these. Sprint is one of my favorites, allows you to sustain sprint, and air dash is a dash in air. And then leg tech allows you to slide down walls and jump off vertical walls. Multi-jump is like pulse jump, but you have 3 of them. And then rocket jump is a big delayed boost jump. So those are all the technologies that we have available to us. Alright, the next thing I want to do is to go sell some stuff I don't necessarily need. So, Telemart. We will sell you my old weapons. I'm definitely going to keep the broken broadsword. I'm going to sell these books because I don't really need them. Let me hold shift while doing this a little faster and sell the older weapons and bombs. Done. And then I'm going to buy the ice fluffalo from you. Great. Alright, beaming up, I'm going to put the ice fluffalo egg down so it can hatch. Let me put the broken broadsword away before I forget. And this short sword I might have use for later as well. So, the fluffalo egg, boom. And if we take a look at the armor, craftable armor, as you can see, I do have iron bars to be able to make some of this. And that would improve my stats a little bit. But I would also need woven fabrics. So woven fabrics I can make up here. Let's make 10 for now. Alright, so we'll make a deputy hat. Slacks. And the last one's going to require 2 more fabric and a string. 2 fabric, 1 string. Alright, so now that we have that made, I'm going to put my protectorate stuff away. And as you can see, my stats have gone up a little bit. Well, not the gunslinger stuff. That's the wrong gear. Because that's cosmetic. There. Now my stats have gone up a bit. This is what I look like now. If I don't like the way I look, I can always wear cosmetics to change. But I'm okay with this. Alright, I'm going to put away my old clothing. Because I am nostalgic and I might want it later. Let's go ahead and get back to questing. So our current quests have us trying to find clues in a Florin village, and then iron ore for some enigmatic guard. So I'm going to beam down to this world here and just maybe poke around for some more iron. I also really want to find some cotton as well, especially a cotton seed. A cotton seed would allow me to grow it, which would be very, very, very important. Ooh, we've got a bit of a dungeon here, don't we? I will take your stuff. And of course, I can use my double jumps now that I have them unlocked, which makes a lot easier, unless I jump into the blades myself, which I just did several times. Because I'm getting used to using this new ability of mine. Alright, let's stay away from those blades. And this, what's called a dungeon, would have been a lot more difficult had I not upgraded my gear. As you can see, there's definitely some points of interest down here that I want to get to. But let me full explore. As you can see, anything I want to take, I can take. Like this avian statue, for instance. Everything is worth a little bit of money. I generally don't find myself wanting... I don't find myself, like, grabbing everything. Not that it wouldn't make you money. I mean, it would. It would. But, I just sort of... Unless it's a style that I want to build in later, I like to leave it in place. Unless, of course, it is on this list. On the left there, of artifacts that I need to find. That's for a side mission later on. As you can see, all of these, some of these are worth a considerable amount of money, though. So that might change the math on whether I take it or not. Plus, in this instance, these guys are trying to kill me, so... I'm not against beating them up and stealing their stuff. A regular old village, and I wouldn't necessarily loot it, because it's just a village. But these guys are cranky murderers. And I will make money looting people trying to murder me. Alright, so this is back to this chamber. Hurts it, don't it? I'm desecrating your temple. Ooh, look at that. And of course, I could also scan this stuff too. And if I ever want to scan it again, I can just put it down, scan it, and then pick it back up to be able to know how to do it later. I don't necessarily destroy my ability to scan things just by looting it like this. Don't come back, they're screaming. Don't worry, once I'm done here, there won't be anything to come back to. Okay, I think that item is gone. New sword is definitely coming in handy, I'd have to say. And yes, people will pay for artifacts and the like. Everything I'm stealing out of the ground here has some sort of bit of value. But I do see that my time is running out. So let me try to get to, I don't know, the sort of bottom of this. So I can finish up. Hello, here to loot. Yep. You can hate me all you want. Taking your stuff. Trying to get them one big group. This is less effort. My character does kind of look like Indiana Jones in a way. Has that kind of look to him. Now, as long as I'm down here, I'm not going to be able to beam easily out. Like, I can try to dig the back walls here, but if I'm not high enough, I will have to climb back out. Which is fine. So, yeah, let me aim to finish up here. Generally speaking, at the bottom of everything, there's going to be some big reward. Although, I don't seem to see it here. I see, like a mushroom village underneath me, though. Alright. Let's skedaddle. Yeah, if I don't find the treasure room, it's not that big of a deal. I've stolen everything else, so... Oh, that just might be the treasure here. It is, cosmetic wings. Not particularly valuable ones, though. Alright, let's get on out. Next episode, I would say we're probably going to go... Am I high enough to get out here? Nope. Oh, no, I was. There we go. Beam out. Next episode, I would say it is likely I do a little focusing on the main quest, locating a Floran artifact. I'm just going to go ahead and abandon this guards quest, because I don't think it's really all that necessary for me to go ahead and do anymore. If you have any feedback for me, do feel free to drop me a line in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I made a little bit of progress on tech stuff and upgraded my manipulator a little bit. Things to do, definitely cotton is a big one, because that's going to unlock the next tier of armor. It's also going to allow me to complete the teddy bear mission. If you have any feedback for me, do drop me a line in the comments below. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you all next episode. Adios, friends.